Hey guys, it's Lisa and welcome back to my channel, Lisa Loves Leaves. Now today's video is just a quick little fun one. I haven't done one of these before, but I've seen a few of people doing them on YouTube, so I thought I'd give it a go as well. Let me know in the comment section if you like these types of videos or not. I could also do more specific ones, but today's video is my top 8 favourite plants in my collection, and I've tried to vary the plants that I'm showing you a little bit, so ranging from common to not so common, and I've also tried to pick ones that you might not have necessarily seen before, because I could definitely have just picked all the ones that are in my fish tank, which are mostly ones that you have seen recently, or if you've seen my fish tank video then you would have seen them anyways. So yeah, I've just tried to kind of go for a little bit of a variety, and some of them are ones that are just like holy grail plants. I've always loved them, I've had them for ages, and no matter what plant I bring in, they're still one of my top favourite plants. So yeah, anyway, I thought it would just be a little bit of fun, so let's get started. Plant I want to show you guys is super predictable, but I had to include it, but I'll do it first so that he's out of the way. You've seen him before, he's featured in like 2, maybe 3 videos, or so yeah, anyway, you can tell how much I love him. But this is my Syngonium 3 Kings. So that's his original leaf there. He recently just popped this little baby out. I know he's not much to write home about at the moment, but if you've seen a picture of like a full plant, I just think they're so stunning. I don't know, it's just something about the variegation and the colour of the leaf. I just really like it. So if you don't know, this was my birthday plant. I purchased him about a month and a half ago. He's still sort of a rarish Syngonium or rarish plant, but oh my gosh, helicopter, can you not? No, it's a plane. So these are still sort of rarish Syngoniums or plants, but they are becoming more common already. The price has dropped so much in like a month and a half since I got him. So yeah, prices are crazy at the moment. They're just going like down. I've been able to purchase a few plants recently that I never thought I'd be able to purchase because I've wanted them for like 2 or 3 years, but they used to be like thousands of dollars, and now they're like $100-$200. So yeah, super crazy. So just be patient would be my suggestion. If there's a plant you really want, just take your time and the price will come down. So yeah, that's him. He's beautiful. I can't wait till he's nice and big, and yeah, I love him. A solid favourite in my collection. The next plant I have to show you is pretty common. It was super rare a couple of years ago. It was on top of my wish list for such a long time. I could not afford it. I think at one point, one leaf cuttings were going for a couple $100. My plant friend Chantel, who I've mentioned before, she actually got one for her birthday from her partner like a year or 2 ago. And she gave me a cutting for free, so I rooted it and potted it, and he's doing really well. I've probably had him for like a year, maybe a little slightly less than that, I don't actually know, but he's doing really well. So this is him. It's my Pothos Njoy. So yeah, these are in stores all over the place at the moment, but to be honest, I don't know if I'm biased, but I think that he's got really nice variegation. Like all the ones I've seen in stores just don't seem to have as good a variegation as I think this guy has, and their leaves are quite often like, I don't know, his leaves are quite, I don't really know how to explain it, but anyway, I think he's beautiful. So yeah, this is one of my favourite leaves. This is definitely a favourite leaf. I just, yeah, love his variegation. It's really nice. I actually have a second cutting that I just put in here yesterday. Someone gave me a cutting free with a plant that I purchased off of them, and I had to root it, so I only just is rooted now, and it's already popped out another baby leaf. So I popped it in there yesterday, so that will just help create a fuller plant in the long run. And at the moment he's just got his chopstick, but eventually when he's bigger I'll probably add some kind of pole, because they seem to do really well with poles from the ones that I've seen. Those that grow up a stake or pole of some sort, their leaves get really huge, so that will be him eventually. But for now, I'm loving how he looks. He's just a showstopper every time I like walk through my front door, because all my plants are here. I see him and I'm like, wow, he's amazing. So yeah, love him. Had to mention him in this video. Okay, the next plant, I gotta just figure out how I'm gonna get this in the frame because he is super lanky, but he's one of my favorites. Oh god. This is my alocasia something or another. It starts with an M. I'll put the name below. It used to be called Friday, but apparently that is the wrong name. He's actually a Mickle something or another. So anyway, that is him. So I'm just trying to hold the 3 leaves together so he's kind of like together, because if I let go, he just goes all over the place. So this is one of his leaves. Excuse the stuff on his leaf. I accidentally just rubbed him on the doorway, which has condensation on it. So now his leaf is wet. This is his oldest leaf, and I think it might be on its way out, which is all good. If you don't know, these guys tend to not hold too many leaves until they're more mature. So when they are younger, whenever they put out a new leaf, they will lose a leaf. As they get older, they'll be able to keep more leaves until eventually they can just keep growing with lots of leaves. But this is an older leaf. I don't think another one is growing, but I think that it's just old. So he also has some spider mite damage on him, if you can see. So this is spider mite damage, and he's got quite yellow edges. So yeah, please do excuse that he doesn't have spider mites anymore. He's been spider mite free for a few months now, but he's still got the damage from when he did have spider mites, which just reminds me to ask you guys, if you would like a video on to do with pests and treating them and things like that, please hit me up in the comments and let me know, because I could do that too. But yeah, that is what spider mite damage looks like right there, if you didn't know. And this is his other leaf. So the other 2 older leaves are fine. It's just this younger leaf that he's starting to yellow off, so it might fall off, I don't know. We'll see. It is also winter time. It's possible he could go dormant, but so far he hasn't. So, and it's already starting to warm up, so we'll see what happens. But I might be lucky in that he doesn't go dormant this year, which is great. If you didn't know, these guys are also growing via bulb, so yeah, they can go dormant, and if they do, don't worry, they will come back again in the warmer months. So yeah, that is whatever he's called. The next plant is a nice common plant. It is my Philodendron Brasil. So that's him here. I'm just liking how he's looking at the moment. Well, he looks really good from the top, but then we go down here and he's like all over the place. He's got a few vines here. He's got this one with these massive leaves. And the other ones are tiny leaves. So yeah, I'm not really sure what's happening with the vining situation, but he looks really cute from the top. And I like to look at him from, he sits on top of a windowsill and trails down. But yeah, oh, there goes some soil. Try not to tip him too much. He needs a water, but I thought since I'm showing you him, it's easier to hold him if he's not soaking wet and heavy. But I just think Brazils are beautiful, beautiful plants. They're very common nowadays. Again, when I first got into the plant world, these did not exist in New Zealand. And I remember like a 1 leaf cutting went for, I don't even know, probably a couple $100. Crazy, crazy. And then they released them in New Zealand, and now they're super common. I'm still a bit surprised how expensive they are in stores. Like $60 for a couple leaves seems a bit crazy for a philodendron, but anyway, you can get them much cheaper online from cuttings and other people and stuff, or plant markets. Quite often you can get some good cuttings. I actually got, this whole vine here with these big leaves was a cutting that I got for $10 when I went to the Tauranga Plant Festival with Chantel, if you've seen that video, and I just added it to my pot of other Brazil. That was a good price, so I'm very happy with that. They're just stunning. Like, they're beautiful leaves, and every single leaf is different, which is like the coolest thing about them, that every leaf is different. Some have lots of yellow, some don't. Like, look at this guy, he's pretty much just yellow. This guy is mostly yellow, and now and then you get like a full green leaf. I don't really worry about that too much. I know a lot of people panic, but I normally just ignore it and they'll come right. And And I also, the funny thing with these guys is that it seems like a lot of them at some point in their growth, they'll pop out a whole bunch of just full yellow leaves. My one did it, and at the same time heaps of other people's did it. So many comments on Facebook and social media about it. I just did nothing about it, and it just went back to growing out proper variegated leaves. So yeah, I don't know what that was about, but it seems like pretty much all of them did it. I don't know if it was temperature or light or season, but anyway, he hasn't done it again. So yeah, I'm just loving how he's looking at the moment. He's looking nice and full. I had a little bit of an issues with him for a while. I think I was just overwatering him. He just wasn't happy, kept losing leaves, and now I pretty much just ignore him, and he's doing so much better. So yeah, Philodendron Brasil, everybody. Beautiful, beautiful plant. Okay, sorry if the angle's a bit different. I just repositioned myself because I got a dead leg from sitting on it. So yeah, if I'm on a weird angle as opposed to before, that's why. Just ignore it. So the next plant you would have seen if you have seen my fish tank video. What's in my fish tank? He's a stunner. I absolutely love him. So yeah, this is my Macodes petola. He is a jewel orchid. He looks really nice here, but in certain light he looks amazing. I'll maybe put a picture here of him glowing in the sunlight so that you can see like what he looks like when the light is on him. If you saw the fishing video, you would have seen how beautiful he looked in that because he had the grow light on him. This is just what he looks like in normal light. Still stunning though. Just beautiful, beautiful leaves. He has actually got a new leaf coming in here, and this guy actually has a baby. He's got a little pup. This guy lives in my fish tank. Since I popped him in here, this leaf grew, so you can see the size difference is massive. So he really likes it in the fish tank, and yeah, I think he's beautiful. Yeah, very happy to have this little cute guy in my collection. He is amazing. Definitely recommend. I did actually have him just on this plant shelf for a long time, no extra humidity or any extra light, and he still was fine. He didn't die. He did actually put out a little leaf. It was very small though, so he definitely prefers the fish tank life, but he also could survive not in there, so which is great. I had some other jewel orchids who just could not, so for me he's pretty resilient. I need to change positions again. The next plant is quite common nowadays, and he is massive, so I had to show you guys him. I can't remember if he's been in any past videos before or not. No, actually he was on a haul video, wasn't he? Anyway, this is my Peperomia marmorata. He is beautiful, he is huge, he is flowering as you can see. I love him. He's just amazing. He sits on this shelf just at the very bottom because it's the only shelf with enough space for him to fit in. Yeah, I just think he is stunning. Just the leaves are beautiful. This also used to be a kind of uncommon peperomia, and it used to be quite expensive, but you can now get it in most plant stores online, or I've also seen it in King's and other places like that. So they're very, very much a lot more common now that the nurseries have released them, and it's great because he's so stunning. Like, look how amazing he is. He's just absolutely striking. I love him so much. He's one of my favorite plants to look at on this shelf. Just whenever I walk in, even though he's right at the bottom, I still like look at him and I'm like, wow, he's stunning. So yeah, that is my Peperomia marmorata, and very easy to propagate too. Okay, the next plant is one of my holy grails. This is my Stramanthe Trio Star. How can I not love her? How stunning is she? If I had to choose two plants to save, if I was running out the door, this is one of the plants I would probably save. She's just beautiful. I've had her for a long time now, maybe a year and a half, even two. Honestly, I have no idea. Time just goes, maybe two. Gosh, anyway, she's stunning. She's so beautiful. You've seen her before in my Calathea video, or Calathea pre-plant video. And I actually just had to repot her recently because she was so root rot. There was no soil left, it was just roots. So she was looking a bit sad, and I was like, so I repotted her, and I was like, that's why. So she's perked up a bit now, and it's just always throwing out leaves. She's not got any right now that I can see coming in, but quite often there's a new leaf coming in. So yeah, she grows really fast. She has always been in this position right here in front of this window. I find her very easy care. I water her when dry with rainwater or filtered water, and that's about it. Yeah. And that's it. She doesn't seem to need too much humidity, and I just love it. It doesn't have any like crispy leaves. It got a few, and that's when I was like, oh, and I repotted her, and I think that's why she was getting crispy leaves, because she just didn't have any soil or nutrients. But yeah, I love it so much. She's so beautiful and growing a lot. When I first got it, it had quite a few ugly leaves, so I'd wait for a leaf to grow in, and then I cut one off and wait for a leaf to grow in and cut one off, and now she's only got nice leaves. So, and I found that trimming it also made her grow faster, which is the same for my Satanthi tricolor as well. I trim it all the time, and it just grows crazy with growth. So yeah, that's her. Okay, and the last plant is my other holy grail plant. You've seen it before. It is my Crimson Princess, Hoya Crimson Princess. She is stunning. I love her so much. Super easy care. She's always sit in the same spot, so I haven't moved her because she loves it so much. I water it when dry. To be honest, I just forget about her, and I probably water her every couple of weeks in winter, like 3 or so weeks. She's got heaps of growth points. As you can see, she's just recently grown to kind of reverted leaves. But I'm just going to see what happens. The stem has some pink on it, so what I do is I just wait and see. If the next 2 leaves are full green, then I will trim back to before this leaf where there was variegation. But I've had this happen before. This leaf here grew, and then all of these are leaves that grew after him, so they had variegation, so I just left it. So I don't mind having a couple odd full green leaves now and then. There's one here too. I'll just trim it back, and that helps keep the variegation going. So yeah, no doubt if there was a fire and I had to choose 2 plants, like I said, I take my Syngonium tricolor, and I take this guy, or girl I guess, because she's a princess. This was also one of my first plants that I ever got as well, so I just love her so much. I could never part with her. I love her. She's amazing, and yeah, so she is number 1 of all my plants, and maybe that's why she grows so well, because she knows how much I love her. So yeah, that is it. That is all the plants that I have to show you today. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video, seeing a few different plants that you might not have seen before in my collection. And yeah, I enjoyed filming it, so please give this video a like if you did enjoy it, and if you've got any feedback, just hit me up in the comments down below. And yeah, I'd love it if you could subscribe to my channel. No pressure, but it's always great to have new subscribers, because it helps my channel to grow so that I can reach more people, which is great and what I would like to achieve, just spreading more knowledge, especially to those of you new to the plant world or not so new. So yeah, please like and subscribe to this video, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.